So I came home to a nice little surprise. And the mirror is installed. Cracks are fixed. Yeah. Thank you, Alan. You're a lifesaver. So a big shout out goes out to Al over at Country Auto Glass. Cheers. Well, good day, good day. We're back at it. I'm just playing with the Coronodoba here a little bit. I needed some wheels, so I can move this thing around. So, I only had, 1 out of 4 that were holding air. So it's not like you can just go down to the junkyard and just buy a couple of, tires and rims just to throw on anymore because, well, these cars aren't exactly around anymore. So, what do? You look around for the alternatives. Well, I had a 300M a while back. I still got the rims for it. Not that they hold air, but, I just figured I'd show you this. Now, these will bolt on to the back only, because the front, the hub's a little too big. This won't fit through. So, what I did is I went to the junkyard and played around. And these are off a 300C. They'll fit in the front. They're 17s. Winter tires yet. Got them cheap. Anyways, they'll go on. The bolts are a little bit bigger on the 300C, which is not that big of a deal. These will still fit on. And the other thing is there's an offset to them. The original tire will be sitting about 2 inches in here, right? Where these will sit about 2.5 inches further back. Unlike these, they sit about 4 inches in. Like, it's quite the offset with these because, well, they're for a different car. So they look really funny when you put them on. Here, let me demonstrate here for a sec. I'll put you down. And there we go. How do you look? Like I said, they'll bolt on. And these here will be very similar. They're not big like the 300Cs or the Magnums or whatever. And you can see it inside here. This will fit in there. So they'll fit the back only. But you get it to stay there for a sec, like I did earlier. And I guess it doesn't want to. Come on. Steak. You can kind of see it looks kind of weird with the offset because it's like 4 inches in instead of sitting, at least 2 inches out where it should be. So that would look absolutely weird to begin with. Wheel spaces, 2 inches wheel spaces would probably do that. I don't know if it would clear in the front with the bearing and all. Whether that would clear here or not, you would probably have to cut that center out in order to make it work. But, just as goes to show, because in my old video from like 5-6 years ago, I actually have a 300M with old cop car rims on it. And I bolted on. They actually look pretty cool with them. So, yeah, thought I'd throw that out there in case you're trying to haul a car like this or end up getting a car like this. And yes, they will fit. Same thing, same thing. Same bolt pattern. They will fit even a 1963 Chrysler with the big drums there. They will bolt on, except for, like I said, in the front with the 300Ms versus the 300Cs. The 300Cs, I will go on that. Oh, I can't wait to get working on this thing. This and the other 300 I have, 64. But yeah. So there you go. I should also mention that you shouldn't really drive with the original lug nuts on because of the oversized holes. You can get the bigger lug nuts with the, you know, wider fat end, I guess, and that would be a lot more safer. This is only for, like, you know, just pushing around the yard or moving around the yard, just because it holds air. I also forgot to mention that minivans would fit as well. You know, your caravans and whatnot, they're all 15-inch, which is fine. But yeah, like I said, this is only for, you know, just moving it around, or if you're towing it, or you got to get it up on your trailer or whatever. That's all that's for. Unless you have other things. Like, these are my rollers here that I usually use. You know, you've probably seen them. You've seen these on a lot of my, I don't know, my Facebook or whatever. You see these things on a lot of cars, because I got two that hold air. They've been holding air now for like 20, 25 years. So usually you see me, I'm hauling stuff with these instead, but I only have two. So eventually I'm going to have to make some new hauling tires. That way I can push things around, move things around. I'll get the unilugs or whatever. You know, special centers from the demo guys. They have, you know, several areas you can bolt, you know, for bolt patterns here. So I'm eventually going to make some tires and rims just for hauling purposes. That way I don't have to go out and hunt for, you know, stuff that works all the time. And at least I'll have a set or two ready to go for when I want to haul something out of a field or whatever. Just jack it up, put them on, don't have to worry. They'll fit this, they'll fit bigger pattern, they'll fit Pontiac, you know, whatever I need them to fit. Alright. That's a little bit overkill, but whatever. It'll work. I'm sure of it. My problem is I don't know where to put this. Not even an area in the back seat for this. I'll try to set it up there. See what that looks like. Close enough. Let's see if this will come off. I have a parts one. Didn't come off very nicely. Whew. Hammer time. Try it again. Oh, that's it. Reinforcements. Oh man. Oh mama. Whew, that is on there. That is severely on there. I'd have to get a bigger puller. Oh, we got it. Success! We have it. We got it. Yes. Victory. My goodness. That was a hard-fought battle. All right. This is very similar. This old school stuff. This is very similar to a, you know, an old Chevy. You use one of these things. Get that little snap ring out. Pushes this down back because there's a spring behind here. And you pop your snap ring up, and then you can get in behind there. Like I said, this is old school. You don't see this kind of stuff anymore. Yep, back to work. Yeah, there we go. Got the little snap ring out. Back this off. Take the tool out. Do not lose snap ring. Snap ring, very important. And there you go. I gotta get behind here now. Get this thing out. And see what I can do to replace all that. Fix it up. It's going to be fun finding one of these. This is, like I said, it's similar to a Chevy, but I'm not too sure if it's the same as a Chevy. But, yeah. Tilt. Got tilt. Power. Air. Cruise. Even got an aftermarket stereo. Of course, I don't have the faceplate, so it's going to get a nice CD player in it now. Why not? I got lots. I got lots here. They're cheap enough to put in. If it's already pre-wired, then shouldn't be too hard. Getting closer. Yeah, a lot of work. A lot of work just because, you know, somebody didn't do what I did. They're in a rush to get it out or whatever. Like, they broke in here or whatever. All they had to do is the same thing I did, is just pull that tumbler out and get a key made. And it would have cost, you know, it only cost me like $35, $40. So, I don't know. An hour's worth of work for a good locksmith. I don't know. I guess we'll keep digging. Oh, goody. The saga continues. Looks like in order to get this out of here, there's hardly any room there. I gotta pull each and every one of these pins out. My goodness. That looks like it sucks. So now I gotta write down what wire goes where. At least they're all marked here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to, what is that? P? Oh. L, K, L, M, N, P. Or is that a Q? Interesting. So that's getting even more fun now. My, well, as it turns out, I was a little bit wrong. This thing will fit through here. You just have to have it sideways. And it was tight, but she did come out of there. And in order to get the rest of that off, I had to actually pull just one wire out of there for the selector light. So that came right out of there. I used a what did I use? I think a clothespin, like a safety pin or whatever, and put it in there. Unlocked the lock that's in there, and she came right out. So success. So now all I need is one of these. The hard part begins. Oh yeah, I also marked where that light went. That's what the zip tie is for. Mark where that went. This is kind of important, you know. I'll be watching this video a couple times when I put this thing back together just to remember where everything went. And on a fun note, it's really fun driving this thing without a steering wheel. Not.